following along what you just said, another question had to do with, and we talked about this before as a group, this balance between accommodating the needs of someone with a developmental difference and really supporting them versus having sort of high expectations or sort of really pushing them to achieve their potential. And how is it, as you're within your families, how have you navigated that balance of being supportive of difference as well as sort of pushing forward?
So our daughter is only 3 at this point in time. However, at 3, there's so much children are able to do. And my husband and I have decided that we are just going to expose Brianna to whatever we would expose a typically developing child to. So, for instance, she has been in gymnastics, she has been in swim lessons, and she has enjoyed both of those greatly. We're going to continue to expose her to activities as we would any other child, until a point where Brianna expresses extreme dislike or undue stress, just as if we had another child who was, typically developing, if, something was just greatly upsetting or taxing, we wouldn't continue with that activity. But we've been pretty fortunate thus far. Brianna is, a very happy little girl, and she's very excited to do new things. So we just took her over to Swim West for swim lessons, and it has been one of the most, fun things to watch as a parent, because they have all of these, mechanisms for teaching little children how to swim. And I don't know, just with her having, Down syndrome, we didn't look at it any different than if we had another toddler who we were, taking to swim lessons. So, I don't know, that was a recent fun little activity that we did.
They always expected great things of me, and I think that came a lot from having a really supportive family and a really supportive Catholic cousin. Not only did I grow up with my brother, I grew up with these amazing cousins who challenged me. And we all grew up together, and they challenged me, and I'm losing my train of thought badly. I think what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of challenging growth opportunities, and we took them together, and we all pushed each other and challenged each other's creativity, but they always expected that I would do great things, and it was really a family team effort to help me grow up to the person I am now.
When Claire says challenge, I think we provided Claire with a lot of opportunities. Be it skiing or water skiing or horseback riding or camping, and we're a pretty outgoing family. And putting the opportunities to challenge yourself and being able to do stuff, that was all up to her. And I think Spence is gracious because it took a lot more patience probably on his times because of the repetition it took to get there with her. Riding a bike took longer, skiing took longer, water skiing took longer, but she succeeded in all those. And I think that's cutting, letting loose of the apron strings. Don't be afraid to, they don't break when they fall down. They can run in the trees as, playing. It's you gotta let them challenge themselves to see what their abilities are. It may take longer than somebody else. I can't play basketball still, but it will come. But let them give them the opportunity to find their ways and that stuff.
One thing I just wanted to say, I think more from a preschool perspective, I think it's important to understand that accommodating doesn't necessarily mean not challenging or encouraging. In the classroom I work in, allowing for space for alternative communication, or maybe as teachers rethinking the ways we set step directions or just try to teach children anything, allowing for accommodations actually can help others, peers, teachers, parents, see alternative ways to teach and encourage. And I guess that's kind of a general response to that. But I'm going to stop and let somebody else.
So actually, I could add to that. It was kind of what I was going to talk about, is that, you know, using whatever accessibility tools are out there, you know what I mean, to help your child, you know, be more independent, you know, and communicate. Like for Paul's preschool, we have these little cards that he can have at different areas of the preschool, and like at snack time, he has a card and he can point to it. If he can't say this is yummy, you know, he can point to the symbol like for yummy, or I like that, or I want more goldfish, you know, and communicate that way, you know, when his words don't, you know, because he's, you know, he's still building his vocabulary and building his ability to talk in sentences, so.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, so using cards, using iPads, using, you know, a sign, like anything, you know, to help, that would be in communication, you know what I mean, and it was like walking. I mean, we must have like pushed that little toy walker, you know, around the mall miles and miles before he finally walked independently, you know what I mean? But that was his tool to walking, you know, I'd be like, you start at the food court and let's go to the play area and let's walk there, you know, and so, you know, just whatever tool to help them be more independent is, just use that, is what I would think.